That's why I would have come back up with her
It,
like
it
that.
does. It does look like so the wound, the cut that was made. Your healing hands did heal that over, but she was already dead, so
She's still
you're
gone.
not bringing her back to life, unfortunately.
Fuck.
But there is
Okay.
evidence that you did your best to heal her. And all the while, even though Strahd's brother, you'll call him, I don't fucking know. We'll
call him
him.
Alexander.
Yeah, we'll call him Alexander. That works. You can see that Alexander is, even though on the verge of death, he is smiling as he knows that he has struck a fatal blow to Strahd.
I'm gonna just fucking. I'm just gonna knock him unconscious. I'm gonna fucking square right in his fucking jaw. Just knock him the fuck out.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, tell you what. I'm gonna use my sword and actually bite him in the back of the head. So it doesn't. It's not hard to actually knock him out. It just happens.
Well, he's already on the verge of passing out anyway, so just punching him would have been enough.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'll punch him in the face. Then.
So you do knock him out. You do knock him unconscious, and you do see that the church, the rest of the guards have successfully managed to put the fire out. The church has sustained some pretty bad damages. And then you do see Thomas Koyanovich race over to you guys. Where's Strahd? Is he hurt? Is he all right?
Strahd and Tatiana are over there by the cliff. See what you can do for Tatiana.
I'll see what I can do. Please, get Strahd out of here. Get him back to the castle.
I'm gonna motion over for some of the guards to come over and take this asshole to some form of cleric that'll heal him up to make sure he lives to stand trial.
Okay. So you do send some guards away to do that. Are you going to rush Strahd back to the castle?
I'm gonna make sure that he's got some kind of guard escort that includes myself. Yeah, we've got to.
Okay, so you and a handful of guards
what was the cleric able to do anything? I'm assuming he's not high enough to have like resurrect dead or some shit.
No, he's not.
And she clearly didn't buy health insurance, so
yeah, she did not buy life insurance. Yeah, she didn't buy life insurance from.
It would have been resurrection insurance, but anyway.
Right. Which to some degree could fall under life insurance, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, resurrecting kind of falls under life. Like, yep, you use your one free usage. See you next year.
Oh, sorry, you used your once a year of life insurance a couple weeks ago.
Hopefully you don't die again. It'd be a shame.
Yeah. So you get Strahd back to his quarters. Do you go into his room with him? Do you stay there with him, or do you just post some guards outside of the door?
The guards will be posted outside the door for certain. Like, the baddest motherfuckers that I know are right outside that door.
Okay, so you have your 3 elite guards.
And I'm gonna actually three. One of them is like probably a fucking banged out fucking fighter. The other one's probably a priest of some kind, and then a mage.
They're all basically fighters. They're just guards.
Okay, well they're fighters that also are badass. So we'll just leave it on that.
And then what are you going to go in there and check on Strahd, or are you going to go check up with his brother Alexander?
I'm going to check on Strahd first, and then I'm going to make my way to it because I have work to do.
All right, so you walk into Strahd's chambers, and he is still in his armor, just kind of slumped over in his chair. Why would my own brother do this?
We'll find the answer. We have him in custody, and he's surrounded by better guards than we have. If you have no other standing orders for me, I'm going to go and find out why he did what he did and who that shadow creature was. Even if I have to beat it out of him.
Yes, you're dismissed. Go.
You have the finest guards at your disposal outside the door. If you need, send them.
Oh, sure. Make my brother pay.
That's a guarantee. He'll stand trial, and there's no shortage of evidence. He's already signed his own grave. I'm sure the public will want his head.
I want him to be put in the dungeon down in the castle.
It'll be done. And then I'm going to make my way
Please leave me. I need to be alone.
at once. And then I'm going to leave after like a nice little bow.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to fucking tell them guards, no one fucking leave, or no one comes into this chamber.
And, Captain, what do we do if Strahd insists on leaving himself?
Then you follow him.
Of course,
And
sir.
if he insists on dismissing you as guards, you ensure you keep a safe distance. Your eyes are never off of him.
Yes, Captain, it will be done.
And then I'm going to depart for the prison where this asshole is.
Yes, so he has been taken to the, we'll call it like the county jail, basically.
Okay.
And you see that there is another member of the guard. There's a few members of the guard. There's two standing outside of his post, and there is one who's checking in all of his belongings and making sure that everything is filed properly and taking care of all the clerical work.
All right.
So
I'm just going to... So
being processed rather quickly.
Okay. I'm going to walk in.
So we need to go into the cell to interrogate him now?
Well, I'm going to first find whoever's running this little jail and let them know that Strahd had ordered his transfer to the dungeon of the castles.
If you were speaking, I did not hear any of that.
I said I'm going to make my way over to whoever's running that place and make sure that they are aware that Strahd wanted a heavily armed transfer of him to the dungeons in the castle. Let him know that I want like 8 dudes on a caravan, like escorting that, like the baddest motherfuckers we got still.
Yeah, well, you are the captain of the guard, so your word is law. In this.
Yep. So, and then I let them know that while they're preparing that, I'm going to begin the interrogation.
All right. So they do set up a not the royal coach, but they do set up a coach. Just a horse-drawn carriage with an armed escort.
Yep. Which I will be taking part of.
I'm assuming you're going to be sitting. You're going to be riding inside the carriage and interrogating him along the way.
Yep.
All right. So he is sitting across from you. He's just starting to kind of regain consciousness. The town cleric they did stop him from dying. They didn't.
I'm assuming he's heavily bound in chains right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Cool.
He starts to wake up. Azure, tell me, how is Strahd?
He's doing just fine now that his wife is alive.
What? No.
Do you want to make a deception check on that?
Yes.
That's a 13 plus 4 for 17.
Okay, he got a 10, so he does believe you. No, that wasn't a part of the deal. That backstabbing demon. That piece of shit.
I'll tell you what. If you tell me who that demon was and where I can find them, perhaps I'd be willing to excommunicate your sentence, given your attempt failed. Worst you'd face is complete and total banishment for the kingdom for the remainder of your days. You'd still be alive, but you certainly won't be any form of royalty.
I'd rather die.
All right, cool. Then I stab it. No, I'm just kidding. Well, that's a shame. Then I guess you will have to face the true wrath of Strahd. What, now that he's ascended the kingdom? There's nothing you can do. His word is absolute. You will hang.
Will become but a mere pawn in this game. And I, the chess master, even in death. Forget.
So you think. If you ever think you can see the whole puzzle, you're just a part of it.
I know that demon will fulfill his part of the bargain.
He can sure as fuck try.
Even if Tatiana lived through this today, she will die very soon.
I care to disagree.
We shall see.
All right. Are we at the prison? Or are we at the castle yet?
Yeah.
Because I want to.
Yeah.
I'm taking him down to the dungeon. I'm gonna start pulling fingernails off.
Oh, okay. So we're going straight to torturing.
That's not in my character's purview. So I wouldn't do anything like that. But I would definitely assign someone to fucking do it for me. So that's gonna happen. Waterboarding. Here we go.
I mean, every dungeon does have a dungeon master. Dungeon master, it's me. Does have a dungeon master where, they would be in charge of doing stuff of that sort.
Give me a second.
Hold on. Go ahead and speak again.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, what did you say?
I was saying that every dungeon would have a dungeon master, and then I made a dungeon master joke because I'm a dungeon master.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is a castle. I'm inclined to imagine that there are
there is a dungeon
individuals
master
that are
who
skilled
is
at information extraction
right.
of the Eight Kingdoms enemies, which he definitely qualifies as because he's a fucking terrorist.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna ask the dungeon master to put someone on his interrogation around the clock watch, maximum force, maximum alert,
And
24/7.
the dungeon master happens to be in we'll say he's like a what's a good race for him to be? We'll say human. We'll just keep it human. But he seems like a strange dude. Yes, I will have someone take care of that. Don't you
worry. Rolling a fucking insight check on this asshole. Do I even have insight? I have advantage on, or not advantage, but I have a skill for insight.
Right, yeah, go ahead and do an insight check.
Okay. Oh, fuck. My vape just fell over and knocked all the dice off the table. Hold on. Let's roll.
Oh boy.
That's a 20. Dirty 20.
Okay, you do know that he's always been very reliable at getting his information. He's just a weird guy. He's just a weird guy.
Alright, weird dude in the basement just cackling away. Dude, keep it up, bro.
Oh yes, I very much will. Don't you worry, Captain of the Royal Guard.
Have you visited a doctor recently?
Goodbye, Captain of the Royal Guard.
Okay.
And with that, he sees you out of the dungeon, and as you're walking away, you do hear the brother kind of scream out in pain.
Music to my ears. I'm just gonna linger around. I'm gonna go like, is there like a food stand somewhere near here?
Is there a food stand near the dungeon?
Is there like a kitchen around that I can go steal some bread from?
There is a kitchen. It's so the dungeon obviously is on the lowest levels of the.
Well, yeah,
the castle.
But the kitchen's probably in there somewhere too.
Well, the kitchen would be. So there's 4 levels. There's like so aside from the actual tower, there is 4 levels of the main castle. We'll say the top level is the throne room, the bedrooms. The next level is kind of like the dining hall, and like the dining hall, guest hall, and stuff like that. The lower level is like the entry room, the armory, and the kitchen would be somewhere on those 2 levels. And then there's another level of just like basement storage, and then underneath that is where the dungeon would be.
All right, I'm gonna go to the kitchen.
All right.
And see what's going on in the kitchen. See how they're preparing the food.
The kitchen staff is still actually like they have the royal meal ready for the coronation ceremony. The head cook has not heard of what's happened yet. You do know the head chef is an elderly man by the name of Ray Raxus. He is a world-renowned chef, the best that money can buy.
Ray Raxus?
Yes, Ray Raxus.
Okay. Well, I'm going to approach Mr. Raxus and inquire when he plans to have the dinner here, and let him know that there's been a tragedy and that it's likely not to be needed.
Oh.
So I'll approach him.
Well, that is rather unfortunate news, but the Lord is still okay. He's still alive.
He is indeed. Unfortunately, Tatiana's been murdered by his brother. Brother's in custody down in the dungeon now. Perhaps see to it that this food is distributed to the people.
Yes,
Still.
perhaps I shall. I do know
ensure that no one leaves the kingdom. Ensure no one leaves.
Yes, the dinner tonight was supposed to be hosting some royals from Midaria, but I suppose I will inform them.
Allow them to sample the fine cooking. Allow them to sample the fine cooking still, but you're likely only to find them in their quarters. Given the nature of the event, the castle is currently on lockdown.
Of course. I take it then Strahd will be eating in his room tonight.
He is. Have it delivered to the guards, though. They're on orders to not allow anyone in.
Of course, I will deliver the food up there myself.
Alright, that'll be all then.
Yes, of course, Captain.
And then, I'm going to make my way back down to the prison then, see if they made any progress in this short duration. See if maybe this asshole likes having his toenails ripped off.
All right. So you get there. There is a the dungeon master. Me sends another.
Shut your mouth. So you're the weird dude.
Something like it. Yeah, he's got some stupid looking nose or whatever.
Let's keep going.
So he sends the dungeon courier out. There has been no information has been given up yet. He did pass out from the pain, so we're hoping to start again in the morning.
Make sure to wake him up immediately.
He's unconscious. We can't.
Would they have access to like some kind of salts or something like used to like literally force him to wake up?
Smelling salts. We'll say that the in the tower at the very the corner, one of the corners of the castle before it opens up into the fenced off courtyard. We'll see that there is an alchemy tower and an enchanting tower in there, so like it does have stuff like that. You can go over there and get some stuff if you want to force this interrogation to keep going.
Yes, I do. So I'm going to leave. I'll let the dungeon master know. I will return in about a while. Okay. I've got to make my way to the alchemy tower to acquire items.
Right.
We'll get it from him yet. I'll even see if they have a truth serum. That would get it right away.
Okay. So you make your way to the alchemy tower. It takes you. I mean, you're very familiar with the layout of the castle, so it only takes you.
On the way, I am going to make my way over to Strahd's quarters first to check in.
Okay. Upon getting there, you do see that all the guards are still there. Actually, you'll get there and you'll see that the guards are not there.
Fuck. Okay. I'm going straight in the room.
You go straight in the room. Nobody's in there, so it looks like Strahd has in fact left the room, and the guards did follow him. Is what you?
They didn't notify me, the bastards. All right.
Presumably there's a carrier, a message carrier, running around trying to find you. It is a big castle, and you've been all over the place as of now. So.
Okay. Well, I let Strahd know he's got the finest guards. He'll be fine. They're probably going to find me. I'm heading to the alchemy tower then.
All right. So it does take you about 15 minutes to get there, given the detour.
Fucking stairs.
We'll say the enchanting is at the top, and the alchemy is towards the bottom.
No.
So.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get to the tower. Yeah, so you do get to the tower. It's just a large castle, and there's a lot of corridors you got to get down, but you do know the quickest way, so you managed to get there. But you did take the detour to go back to Strahd's quarters to check on him, so you'll say 15 minutes is a pretty good time estimate for that.
Okay.
So you get there, and you do see that the old lady is kind of coming out of there. She's got like the typical witch's getup. She's not an actual witch. She's just she just likes to dress like that because she's an old lady with a good sense of humor.
What's her name?
Caldrina. And you do see that she is actually locking up and getting ready to leave, as it is getting it is later in the night now.
Okay.
Oh, Captain, what brings you over to my tower at such a late hour?
Well, I'm not sure if you've been informed of the circumstances regarding Mr. Strahd's ascension to the throne, but there were complications, and Lady Tatiana was murdered by his brother. As such, he's passed out from the pain where he's currently in the dungeon. I was wanting to see if I could perhaps procure from you some salts that we could use to wake him up, or even a truth serum so that we can simply force it out now and not have to make any messier than it already is.
Well, I can start making a truth serum for you. That may take a couple hours to make, but let me unlock my shop here and get you some of those smelling salts. I definitely do have some. She does open up the shop and invites you in and grabs you the salts. And then you see that she does move over to her alchemy table, and she's kind of digging through her ingredients. And she says, I'll start working on this truth serum now, Captain.
Of course. I'm going to hand her 2 gold and let her know that if she needs any supplies, she's to send the courier to get them for her.
All right, go ahead and mark off 2 gold off of your sheet.
Yep. I want to make sure that if she finds herself lacking something, we're not going to have to wait till the next day to get it. We can send someone.
Right.
So that's 8. Perfect. Cool.
All right. So so she gives you the smelling salts. So I take it you make your way back to the dungeon.
Yep, I'm gonna mark my way down there. Am I seeing anything patrolling about? Just regular guard patrols. I'm not seeing any
there is
shadows jumping out at me. Okay,
so
cool.
the actual tower is towards the far end. So like there's the castle. So there's the castle, the courtyard, the tower, and then the cliff. Right, but the courtyard is all walled off, so there's no way to get straight from the courtyard to the cliff.
Okay.
But as you're walking back across that courtyard, you do see one of the newer messenger boys racing towards you. Captain, sir, please forgive me. You were very hard to catch up to.
I'm a busy man.
Yes, I understand this, sir. Strahd, he was going to go to the dungeon and interrogate his brother himself. The guards, they sent me to inform you, and they went with him.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna hurry up and make my way down there now, because this is only gonna get ugly.
And the boy sees you running away, and he goes, and he starts running after you. He is struggling to keep up with you, but he's doing a well enough job.
I'm gonna turn around and yell at him and be like, "Leg day every day, bitch."
Okay, go ahead and roll for intimidation. I don't fucking know. So you do get there, and you do see that Strahd is further up the hall, so it looks like he's already leaving, and two of the guards are there as the third guard is lingering a little bit behind, kind of as like a rear security, and he sees you. Sir. I see the messengers found you.
A bit late, but better late than never.
Of course. Strahd is still alive. The brother has woken up. Strahd did talk to him privately. We were standing outside the cell, but Strahd was talking very quietly. I couldn't hear what he was saying to his brother, but we did have eyes on him at all times.
Okay. No suspicious exchange occurred here?
I don't believe so, sir, but it feels like something might be up with Strahd. He's acting a bit off, which I suppose, under circumstances, would be normal.
Very well. I'm going to stay here for a few hours longer, and see if I can extract any information from him. If you can't find me, I'll return to my quarters. It's time to go to bed soon.
Yes, sir. We'll remain posted outside of Strahd's quarters. Over the night, would you like would you like us to rotate a man inside of his quarters?
Rotating a man inside of the quarters, one of you on sleep outside, or one of you sleeping, one inside, one outside.
Of course, sir. They'll see to it at once, and he hurries away and catches up with the rest of the guards. The other two guards that were with them, with Strahd. And you make your way back into the dungeon.
I'm going to locate where his cell is. How does he look after this exchange?
He looks very beat up, but he is smiling once more. He's got a very... He's grinning as if he's succeeded already, and he knows it. Captain of the Guard. I hear you're on your way to make some truth serum? You'll be far too late to get any information out of me.
So, does he just know that I'm making truth serum, or is he making shit up?
He would probably... It's a pretty accurate guess that's something that you would do to extract information from him after he was being so difficult to give up. After all, you were the guard of the castle for a while. He's obviously Strahd's brother, so he's been in the castle. He does know you decently enough.
That's what you think.
Also, he could have also overheard you talking to the dungeon courier about all of this, so... Oh, it's what I know, but you'll be far too late. Tatiana
certainly
is dead.
Try.
You lied to me. But Tatiana is dead, which means that the end for Strahd... Well, Strahd as we know him now, anyways, is coming up very, very quickly. And there's nothing you can do about it either.
So you'd sacrifice the whole kingdom for a single foolish ambition? Why, because you were the less favorite son? Incompetent? Incapable?
Oh, my motives.
What does that leave you in that?
Far
Rotting in
that. You see, I was visited a few months ago by a deity. The god of order visited me in my dreams and told me what is to become of Strahd, and told me how I must make it happen.
You think you're the only one with gods in your head? Try again, asshole.
Being an ASMR, you actually do have an angelic guide.
I know. I got a name for that bitch and everything.
Oh,
she's an asshole.
Do tell, because I'll be role
shit.
playing your angelic guide. So.
I forgot what I named her. I don't have this character sheet. Hold up.
Yep.
Whoops. To level 20 paladin. So no, I don't think I have it written down. Let's just.
Your angelic guide wouldn't have it's like an actual angel, like an actual celestial, a minor celestial.
Yeah, it's a deva.
Yeah.
It's meant to be a deva. I still wanted to give him a name.
We'll just call her Brittany for now. It's Brittany, bitch. That is a shame.
Welcome back.
Yeah. So I take it you didn't hear what I was just saying. So you were saying it was a Dave, and I said we're going to call her Brittany because it's Brittany, bitch.
I have a friend named Brittany that plays the KD too. I'm going to let her know that you came up with that like you're random. I'm going to text Brittany and be like, you're officially my angelic guide, apparently. Oh, shit. Okay, we'll call him Brittany.
And
Brittany,
so you do hear Brittany's voice in your head. He's not quite lying. You should press further on this. He was visited by someone of my kind. Not the god of order, but still some god of some sort.
It's not the god you think it was, Alexander. It was a god of chaos, no doubt. God of order. You've probably, more likely than not, all you've done is doom the kingdom to fire. I hope you're happy with yourself. Though, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do to ensure it doesn't happen. And then I'm going to fucking just leave. I don't want to hear another word.
Away, he says, it was the god of time. He came to me. I did what I must to secure the future of my kingdom. Doing this will make Strahd strong enough, powerful enough, feared enough to keep Barovia from ever being invaded until Strahd's successor takes over. I can see his name.
Is Barovia on the map?
Barovia. No. It is. It's so this is the name that I made that I tried to get rid of everything for copyright reasons. So Bearland is the country of Barovia, so it's in that top upper left corner.
And so Baroville
is the actual village of Barovia, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There are other cities within Bearland, but that is where the castle is located by, and that is, for all intents and purposes, the capital.
And so, where did Princess Tatiana come from? Was she nobility within the land, or is she coming from these other neighboring?
Yeah, she's within the land. Yep.
So she's a high level noble. Strahd would already be taking care of apologies to the noble family for her death, so I don't need to do that. I'm going back to check on Strahd. He seems to, the truth serum's only going to take a couple hours, and he seems to think something's going to happen before then.
So you do hear after he says that, yes, the person who will be the successor to Strahd will be an outsider, an Asimir. That is all that I can remember. His name starts with A, but that is all that I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you best go check on Strahd. After all, the demon that I made a pact with, he asked me for its contact information.
Don't tell me you let a solicitor into the castle.
I think he's going to do something.
Probably he's a fucking demon, you damn moron. And I'm going to leave now. I've got to get to Strahd.
Oh, you wanted to see if he was lying or not? Okay.
Can I roll an insight check to sense if he would do that?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check.
Hold on, I gotta put my character sheet. What am I doing?
Do you believe... So it would be very out of character for Strahd to go and make a pact with the demon, which is what his brother is implying. Strahd.
Oh shit! 20 plus 1. Or no, sorry, 18 plus 3. 18 plus 3. Jesus, math.
I mean, that's the same thing as 20 plus 1, you idiot.
I know, but that's not what the actual score was.
Right.
Okay, continue on.
So his brother is telling the truth. From what it seems like, Strahd has every intention to go and make a pact with this same demon.
I'm running. I'm grabbing 2 guards in the dungeon. You're with me. Let's fucking move.
All right, they start booking it towards you. You get to Strahd's door. You see 2 of the guards outside, dead, their necks slashed open.
Fuck!
Ripped open.
No! They killed Jose! What could have done this? I kicked the fucking door open.
You do see the same shadow entity shaking hands with Strahd.
What are you doing?
And you see Strahd look over to you. I'm sorry, but I have to do this. And the shadow entity grabs him, and they both fly out the window, out towards the cliff.
We just got that window put in!
So now you're going to have to race through the castle, through the courtyard, and over to the cliff side of the courtyard.
Yeah, I'm sounding the alarms. We got a demon in the fucking castle. Again.
Well, you saw it go in a certain direction, so you know that it's not in the castle anymore. But
I don't know that there's not more though. So like, everyone get fucking tactical. It's getting heavy.
Excellent. And you see, so it does take you about 20 minutes to race over to the gate that leads out to the cliff.
Holy fucking shit!
Yeah,
he wasn't kidding.
And that Kid Courier's still racing behind you. You're like,
just fucking crying. He's crying at this point.
Like every day.
Oh no, your audio's cutting out. You muted yourself.
There you go. I was just talking very quietly. Like day every day.
Just gonna turn around at my best start day. Elizabeth Preston. Hey man.
So you do get out there. You do see that there is a mantle of flesh that has been erected from the ground that Strahd is draining the blood from his hand into as the shadow figure stands over him.
Oh, dude, what did I tell you about sticking your hand in fleshy things you don't know what they are?
And then you see, out of the blood, the demon reaches in that mantle and pulls out of Strahd's blood a gauntlet, a golden arm piece that Strahd dons onto his arm. And you see that it starts loose on his arm, and then it sinks into his arm and magically fits around it. And you see him go as he transforms into an unholy beast that you recognize as a vampire lord.
Well, this isn't how I expected to spend my Saturday, but... Hey, buddy, you in there?
And Strahd then reverts back to, after completing the ritual, he reverts back into his human form, the gauntlet still over his arm. I'm sorry, Azure. I must do what I have to make sure that I don't lose anyone ever again.
This seems a bit like we're jumping a couple steps, though. I feel like there's other things we could do first.
This gauntlet will grant me a power beyond this realm. The power to truly protect my kingdom, so that something like this may never happen again.
Yes, but the forces in that gauntlet are likely to corrupt you.
That in some years' time, that in 15 years' time, Tatiana will be resurrected, and my betrothed will be back. I'm sorry, it was an offer I could not resist. There was also one final counter, something that I had to give up in return. Acer, I'm so sorry.
Which is your humanity.
Something that was held more dear to me, Acer. I have to give up you. And you see a white portal kind of open up next to you, and you see what appears to be a bluish green tiefling walk out. And you hear Brittany in your voice again. This is Skamos, the god of time.
Oh, he looks at you great! It's says, a bitch.
And you hear this in like 3 different voices, all having a very celestial feeling to them. Azer, your time belongs elsewhere. And he grabs you and pulls you through the portal and brings you into present day, to where this campaign will be officially beginning.
I guess I'm taking it. So, like, I got an instant 15-year time skip just now, didn't I?
Yeah, you basically just got instant time skipped, like 150 years into the future.
Oh, shit!
But you wake up in a bed. And you look around you.